Hey guys, Marlo back again with yet another Neca video review for you guys, and today I have the Godzilla King of the Monsters Mothra in hand. Now if you haven't already, please check out my Godzilla King of the Monsters Godzilla 2019 figure review. I'll put a link in the description below the video, so check that out when you can if you haven't already. But now I have this figure in hand. You can see here the box is quite similar in style to the Godzilla figure. Has that kind of crazy metal motif going around there. It says Monster, what is this, Monsterverse there with that funky M logo. Some pretty cool artwork there on the cover. Nice painting. The side of the package there. If you want, go ahead and read that if you care to. Pause the video. Moving on to the back side, you can see some product image there of Mothra, as well as some of the other kaiju in the series. We just need not Mothra, but we just need Rodan left to complete the NECA series here. And then of course there's going to be another version of Godzilla coming out later on from NECA as well. Other side of the package there, showing some of the points with the figure. Has a wingspan of 12.5 inches. They're articulated, and it comes with a display base. And of course, we're going to be celebrating the 65th anniversary of Godzilla. So like other NECA Ultimate figures, I suppose, it comes in this nice box with the flap door that opens up. And inside, through the window, you can see the figure there, as well as some nice product image there of the figure inside. Here we have Mothra, and looking at the figure in the box, you can see there's not quite much going on with the figure. He comes with a display base there and a stand. If this is going to be scaled correctly, Mothra is quite tiny. So, as far as design and everything, it's a little bit disappointing that Mothra is so tiny. I don't know how she's going to fare in battle with all the other kaiju that are going to be much larger, but we'll have to see the film once it's released to see how well she fights in battle. So, I guess we can open it up and take a closer look at the Mothra figure out of package. And here we have the Mothra figure out of package, and these are all the contents of the package. We have the base, which appears to be some sort of cocoon of some sort, opening up to, I suppose, reveal Mothra for the first time in the movie. Of course, we have the display stand, which is a clear, solid, hard piece of plastic there, so be careful with this. You don't want to break that. And of course, we have Mothra herself. Real quick, before I forget, let's go ahead and measure the figure. You can see here with my handy dandy ruler, she does come out to be just over 12 inches. So, like the box said, she's about 12.5 inches long. So that's about right there as far as the wingspan. So, I guess we can look at Mothra herself, all the details. Here is the detail on the wings, some nice paintwork there. So hopefully this will remain accurate to what we see in the film. No running changes, hopefully. And if you're wondering, the wings are translucent, not very translucent, but hopefully you can see sort of my fingers running across the background there. So there is some translucency to the wings. And it appears the wings just flap up and down. They don't really rotate back. I don't want to try to put pressure and pull the wings back. They just seem to go up and down. So, I mean, I guess I'm fine with that. But it would have been cool if you could also rotate them back, if you know what I mean. Just sort of like in a more attacking type position or something like that, like a wasp or whatever. But for now, it just seems like they flap up and down. I think one of the problems that we will eventually see are the wings not holding their position. You can see here on This wing right here, it's already getting kind of loose. Doesn't really hold at a certain point. It sort of falls down. I'll go into that some more. We can see the details of the figure right there. Really nicely sculpted. Great details, but like I said earlier, this design of Mothra is a little bit disappointing for me personally. She is just really tiny looking, and I, again, am wondering how she will pose any kind of threat to the kaiju. Hopefully, you know, she has some other powers or abilities that we have not yet seen, but for now, she is a really tiny looking kaiju. I mean, wingspan aside, the body of Mothra here is just really tiny. And in the background there we have the insert, which is exactly the same as what we got with the Godzilla figure. So if you're wondering about that, yeah, that is the insert. Would have been cool if they included something else. I don't know, maybe like a city background or something like that with the figure to set up for, you know, a background diorama piece or something. But yeah, let me get the camera down and go over some of the points of articulation with you guys. Alright, so like I said, the wings just seem to flap up and down. Can't really push them back like that. I tried. I don't want to break the little joint there. You can see there's just that little hinge joint. So again, if I applied pressure, it seems to resist, so I'm not going to force that. My wing here is already showing some weakness, so that's kind of unfortunate. I'll probably have to put some, I don't know, some floor polish or something like that in there to kind of tighten up the joint a little bit. You know, one of those tricks of tightening figure joints. The bottom flaps or wings also, you know, have that same flapping mechanism on both sides. These I don't worry about being too loose because they are smaller wings, so there's not as much weight to them as with the top wings. Again, the top wings, those are the ones you're going to be worried about. The, what is it now? If you're facing the front of Mothra, the left wing here seems to be okay. It holds the position in most angles, but yeah, the right wing on mine is already showing weakness there, which is unfortunate, but that's a simple fix, I think, with some, again, floor polish or some nail polish, stuff like that. As far as movement of the limbs, you have the two front limbs that can move forward and back. Not much range of motion, but there is some there. I find this one, the right, oh no, the left arm here, seems to move a lot easier than with my joint here on the right side. The two smaller arms here, those don't seem to move at all. They're a bit flexible, as you can see, but they don't seem to be able to move or rotate or anything. And last, we have the what appears to be the legs, the rear limbs there. Those also move back and forward like so. So for the most part, you're getting what, 1, 2 with the top wings, 3, 4 with the bottom wings, 5, 6, 7, 8 points of articulation with the Mothra figure. So quick view of her from the front, bottom, side real quick, from the top, and let me see if I can get her on the display stand. So it looks like you basically just plug in this portion of the stand, and let's see, how does this work here? I didn't really look at any instructions. Didn't seem like it came with any instructions this time, so I don't know if I'm doing it backwards or whatever, but anyways, you're supposed to set Mothra on top, probably like that. I don't know, something like that. Let me see if I can get her wings up too. Oh, there we go. I'm having that problem again with that loose wing. Maybe it's this way, I don't know. There you go, kind of clips like that. There you go. She clips in pretty nicely. You can see that little peg at the front holding the I don't know, the middle section of the figure pretty nicely, so it does hold in place pretty good. So yep, you just gotta push her down a little bit and she'll hold in place. Again, the wing is kind of bugging me, but there we go. So there is Mothra on the display stand with the base. Give you guys a good view of that. So that looks pretty cool. The figure did cost the same as Godzilla at about $25. So for that price point, I don't know if it's worth it, to be honest. She is so tiny. We have Godzilla here for comparison, and you can see the size difference. I mean, gosh, we have Godzilla here, hefty, you know, nice weight to it, and we have this little tiny Mothra figure next to Godzilla. So, I mean, she literally is like a little moth or, you know, little insect that looks like the other kaiju can just swat away. So again, wondering how she's gonna fare against them in the film. Let me pull back to give you guys a better view of the size. There you go. They display nicely together, but again, Mothra is tiny. And real quick, if you saw my other video, I had trouble with my Godzilla with the neck portion. I thought mine was fixed, but with some work, because of the way the orientation is with the fins there, it looks like it's kind of locked in place. I didn't think the lower neck would rotate, but it does have some give to it. As you can see there, you can rotate the head. It's a little bit softer here, so there is some give. So if you wanted to, yeah, the neck does rotate there at that point as well. So just something I thought I would mention since I missed it the first time around. I try to put it in the description, but I doubt people read the description to my videos. So that is Godzilla with Mothra. Let me try to take her off the base. Okay, there you go. So Mothra next to Godzilla. You can get a closer size comparison of what she looks like with Godzilla. Let me see if I could set her on top of Godzilla. So Mothra riding on the back of Godzilla, something like that. So, yep, that's more or less it, guys. Hopefully I covered everything you were wondering about with this figure. If you did and enjoyed the video, please give the video a thumbs up. Share the video, like the video, and if you haven't already, please do subscribe. Take care, guys. Keep on collecting, and I will see you next time when I hopefully get Rodan in hand to review for you guys. So, take care. Bye-bye.